So, if one of my parents has had a diagnosis of Alzheimer's and now their partner has become their carer, as the adult child of that person, what's the first thing I can do to help?
Well, obviously, talk to them about how they're feeling. There'll be a huge, emotions are very raw. There'll be relief, grief, anxiety, panic, a sense of being overwhelmed. Um, but wherever the diagnosis has come from, it'll be worth talking to them again. So maybe a memory clinic, and they may, hopefully, they would refer for something called cognition stimulation therapy, and that's important that that's done early on. That's usually a 7-week course. But really, the best thing that you can do is subscribe to the Step by Step Alzheimer's Guide, because I send out a fortnightly care package, and in that package will be information in easily digestible form, printed form for the care partner, your mum or dad, or the um, spouse or partner of the person that has been diagnosed. That information will also be emailed to you, the subscriber, and then that goes out fortnightly, and so you can have that conversation when that arrives. You can have that conversation face to face or by phone, with your parent, or the care partner, and talk about what needs to be done and who's going to do it, and making phone calls. They'll be contacting social services. They'll be thinking about, well, depending on the stage, there'll be things like, is there an eligibility for attendance allowance, which is not means tested. Um, should be definitely thinking about wills, lasting powers of attorney. There are all sorts of, there's a new medication out with clinical trials, um, but you need to get in early, so that's a possibility. So there are, in some senses, time is of the essence, but it's also what to do when, because prioritizing, there's so much to do. Some of it is urgent, some of it is not urgent. um, so my role is to filter that and break it down into chunks. First do this, then do that. Give yourself a plan, and then you can breathe. You and the family can breathe. Okay, we've got this, we can do this.